Hi everybody, and welcome to another channel update. It's been a few months since the last one, but since we're between playthroughs at the moment, I figured it'd be a good time to let you know what's coming up. And, well, there's a few things, nothing too major at the moment, nothing's too major to be revealed in this video, but I figured I'd let you know what's going on, because at the moment on this channel I'm currently only really uploading very small videos. If you're wondering why, I've been a little bit slacking on the schedule recently. Not slacking, but just uploading some padding. I don't want to admit it's padding, but yeah, it's just the Splatoon 2 matches and the Mario Kart races. They're just quite small videos and they don't require a lot of editing. But yeah, I got a small, not a proper job, but like a volunteer work, and I work 5 shifts a week, 2 full days and 1 morning shift. And yeah, I still do have time to record on like midway through the week, and the day I have the shift in the morning, I've of course got the afternoon, but I always feel really tired because I'm not used to waking up this early. And yeah, it's also cutting into a little bit of editing time. I mean, it's just I wanted to get some work experience, so I've been volunteering there for the past like month or so. And yeah, that's why my videos have sort of gone down in quantity recently. Hopefully that'll pick up a bit, and I'll sort of get my ass into gear and somehow balance the two things. But yeah, just in case you're wondering why I hadn't been uploading quite as frequently, I got like a little volunteer job. Up on the screen you can see what's coming up in this video, so if there's a particular area that you're interested in coming up, then you can skip to that timestamp if you want, or you can watch the whole thing, I don't mind. That's very nice if you want to hear my whole thing. Hear me out guys. So let's start with the whole Mario RPG situation. So this is partly down to my channel not being very popular. It's also the fact that I didn't spread the word at all. I just relied on my previous update video to say this. But in the previous update video I did say that my next project would be a Mario RPG after Rayman Revolution, and you could vote on which one that was. And I'd had that down in the bottom left corner as for like the I can't remember what it's called, but you know, it just shows up on every video, and it said vote on what Mario RPG to play through next. That probably didn't work too well, because I didn't get many video views on that video, even after putting it down there, and I only got like 5 votes on the poll. So yes, that didn't go according to plan, but it's also bad planning on my part, because I started Rayman Revolution later than I wanted to, and now I don't think I have enough time to play a Mario RPG between, well, now and my next playthrough will be in November, and I'll reveal the actual date later in this video. But there's definitely not enough time for me to play probably any Mario RPG at this point. That being said, I didn't get enough votes on the poll anyway, so it's just like, yeah, I'm probably not going to bother. It would have been Colour Splash at this point. I wouldn't mind playing that game. It's not the result of the poll that I'm ignoring here, it's just the poll itself, because there's just not enough votes, not enough variety in the people that voted. So I will leave the poll open, and I will link to it again in the description. This time I'm probably going to try and get it out there a bit more. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I don't really use social media that much. I just rely on these update videos to sort of tell you what's going on. But yes, I kind of want people to vote on this, and well, last time I didn't set a deadline, but this time I probably will. Thinking about it, I don't think I've got too much planned early next year, so if I set the deadline for this poll, like after, let's set it for the end of the year, let's say after January the 1st, that's when I'll pick up the results of the poll, and that'll then be set in stone, and then early next year I will play through whatever Mario RPG won that. So, you might be wondering what I'm going to do at this current point in time as a project, because I did say my next big project's going to be in November, so yeah, I've still got a month or so to go. So what's going to be filling in that gap, I wonder, because it's been a little while since Rayman Revolution finished. And I do have a new project planned. I'm not going to technically count it as a Let's Play, because, well, it's a bit different. It's a challenge run. So, what kind of challenge run? Well, an example of a challenge run is something like doing a 3-heart challenge in Zelda. Currently what the Game Grumps are doing, they're doing a no-touch challenge in Super Mario Bros. 3. Something along those lines. I guess Pokemon is probably, like an RPG is probably like the best example here. Like Pokemon, you've got Nuzlocke, you've got solo runs, you've got randomizers. I don't know if I count randomizers. I probably don't count randomizers because you have to alter the game's code itself. But this challenge is something you can do without having to do that. Well, my next project is quite a short one, and it's actually quite a recent game. I'm going to be playing through Splatoon 2's Hero Mode using bombs only. Yes, that is my idea for a challenge run. I've not seen anyone tackle that sort of challenge before in Splatoon, and I couldn't really think of anything else that could be done with Splatoon in terms of like making the game harder for yourself. I suppose you could play through ranked mode using bombs only, but I don't really want to bring my teammates down that way. So yeah, I'm just going to be playing through the single player of Splatoon 2 with bombs only, and I have recorded quite a few episodes already, and I think the first episode will probably go up either Tuesday next week or Thursday next week. I'm going to stick to the whole 3 episodes per week schedule as I normally do, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. And yeah, starting next week, I'll be playing through Splatoon 2's Hero Mode in my own personalised challenge run. Feel free to play along if you want, or record your own series, because it's quite an interesting run. There are a few like stipulations behind the whole bombs only rule, but I'll get into that in the main series next week. I don't want to spoil anything ahead, just make sure you watch the video. That's how that works. I'm not going to spoil anything here. Speaking of Splatoon 2, I'm going to be uploading the first highlight reel for that game. I normally do I've done quite a few Splatoon highlight reels before, and let's move on to Splatoon 2. Why not? And that will come out on the 22nd of October, I do believe. I'm currently in the middle of editing that right now, so yeah, it's going to come out quite soon. And so yeah, that will be ready for the 22nd, and I did leave a little hint in my previous highlight reel of that date, but I don't know if anyone picked up on that. So aside from the Splatoon 2 Hero Mode, bombs only, and the highlight reel, I've uploaded quite a lot of Splatoon. Hope you like Splatoon on this channel, because it's not going to stop anytime soon. So my next proper playthrough, not including the challenge run, but my next proper Let's Play after Rayman Revolution, what is it going to be? I should probably drop a few hints right here, and I'm going to do so. So as usual, as a hint, I always put a bit of background music for the upcoming game in my previous game. So if you go and look at the playlist for Rayman Revolution and look at the playlist thumbnail video, it's got a bit of background music playing, and that background music is from the next game I'm playing. I've been doing that for a while. I keep pointing it out, but I don't know if anyone really pays attention to it. But it is there. That is a hint, and I think this one's a little bit more obscure because it just sounds like ambience. But yeah, it is background music for this upcoming game. And I'll give a couple more hints here, exclusive hints to this video. And what's the first hint I shall give? Okay, on my channel banner, there's a character on there that's been out of place for a while, and if you look at my channel banner, you might notice a certain thing with all the characters on there, but one of them has been out of place for a long time, and who could it be? And the final hint, I guess, will be part of the release date as well, for the first episode. So I plan on starting this next series on November 17th, and that is a relevant date. That is the final hint, November 17th, and that's all you're getting from me in terms of that game. Now, don't know why I clapped my hands there. On to the big thing for this channel, Xenoblade Chronicles X. So, I referred to that game twice in both previous channel updates that I've done, and I said something along the lines of, "Oh, I'll let you know what's coming soon." And in terms of the previous update video I did, I said that the next Xenoblade video I do would be Sky High to Floating Reef, and that hasn't come out yet. Where is that video? That's because I haven't been able to do it, so it's still very difficult for me to do that. It's a hell of a challenge. I've gotten very close several times, but this stupid creature keeps despawning before I can even reach the top. It's so frustrating. I know it's possible, but it's so frustrating, and I pretty much gave up the game for a couple of months. I'm sorry there, but I have come back recently. I have not managed to do the Sky High to Floating Reef yet, but I have done a few other things in the game that I didn't think was possible before, and I'll be released. I've got plans for quite a few more Xenoblade Chronicles X videos. I know they're like my most popular videos on this channel. They get the most amount of views, and they're probably the most. I guess people watch them because no one else does this sort of thing anymore. Like I know that Xenoblade Chronicles X is quite an old game at this point, but I still keep finding new things, and there's not an awful lot left for me to I don't want to say break the game, like using the Sky High glitch, but seeing how far I can get without the flight module. That's what I've been doing this whole time, is trying to get that far. Little fact about myself, I haven't actually beat the game. I haven't cleared chapter 12. I've just been so fixated on doing all this crazy stuff with trying to get places where I'm not supposed to go, using Sky High and Flightless Skell. But yeah, I haven't actually beat the game. I haven't beaten chapter 12. And yeah, that's just a little funny thing I thought you should know. I've seen the ending of the game, like, because I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to finish the game at this point, am I? I'm spending too much time trying to do all this stuff. So I just watched the final boss and ending. I don't mind, really. The story wasn't that enthralling to me. The main reason why I still play the game is for the exploration, for the breaking everything. And yeah, there are a few things I want to do. I was just going to say I was going to do like 5 more videos, including Floating Reef Sky High. But I'd probably expand that to maybe like 8 or something. I can think of like 8 things. So my next video will probably be getting to Unicorn Rock with the Sky High glitch / Flightless Skell, because it requires both. And yeah, Unicorn Rock was a weird one because I didn't think it was possible for a long time. Yeah, apparently it is. I've found things that I completely overlooked something, and now it's possible to get up there. So yeah, that's another one checked down. I'm also gonna do an episode on Divine Roost again. Like, I feel like the older video that I did didn't cover a lot of stuff, and now that I've discovered the new TAJ, or Target Assisted Jump technique, I feel like there's a lot more potential. I've done a few more things in Divine Roost, so yeah, I'm gonna upload a more complete episode. Maybe it'll replace the other one. Maybe I'll set the other one to unlisted, the first one I did, even though that's my most popular video, so maybe it's not the best idea. But yeah, I'm gonna do it again, and this time I'm gonna add a few more bits onto the end, because I know there's a few more things you can do there. And also Noctilucent Sphere in Silverlum. I climbed that again, and this time I managed to get to the top, so that'll be another video on itself, once again using the TAJ technique. And in terms of other videos on Xenoblade Chronicles X coming up, I might do them, like, I usually upload them on Sundays, where I don't upload any like major projects like Let's Plays or my next Splatoon challenge run. So yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X videos will probably be on Sundays. I don't know if I'll be able to do it like week after week, because they do take a little bit longer to edit, I think. Oh, and there's also something I forgot to mention. Well, forgot to ask even. And that's whether or not you prefer me to do like vocal commentary like this, or stick to what I have been doing with Xenoblade Chronicles X videos, and just do text commentary at the bottom of the screen. I'm not sure which you prefer, so I might put a small poll up. I think I can do like a YouTube video poll if it's got like 5 or less options to it. So I couldn't do that with the Mario RPG, but I could probably say, do you want me to do vocal commentary or text commentary? And also you can comment down below. Let me know which you prefer. But I do think it takes a little bit longer to do text commentary at the bottom of the screen, because I have to make sure everything syncs up properly, and I have to make sure that it doesn't linger on screen for too long or too little, so that you can't read it in time. And also with Xenoblade Chronicles X, at least during battles, not necessarily exploring around, but during battles you've got the arts palette at the bottom of the screen, and that sort of interferes with text sometimes, so I have to like shrink the screen up. If you're wondering why I did that in previous videos, it's because the text at the bottom would interfere with the arts palette. In fact, this entire game's got like a really cramped UI during battles, so there's no place at all to put text. So yeah, what I've had to do before is just shrink the video down. But yeah, that's a question for you. Let me know whether you'd want vocal commentary or text commentary. So yeah, I'll see what I can do in the next video. I haven't done vocal commentary on Xenoblade Chronicles X before, but you know, I'm open to doing it. It's not because I didn't want to do it before. It's just I didn't have the opportunity to record that often. But yeah, coming up after Divine Roost, Noctilucent Sphere, and also Unicorn Rock, I intend to do videos on the Floating Reef. Obviously, once I pull it off, I'll definitely get a video up about that. I want to do one about Rise of the Blood Lobster, like finding the stuffed lobsters without the flight module. There's one on top of the Blade Tower, and I don't know if that one's possible. That's the last one that's sort of screwing with me. And it's kind of a case of finding the stuffed lobsters as early as possible. Like, I managed to find, I think it was like 90 92 or something like that without even touching a scale. So found like 92 on foot, and that's I've definitely recorded all the footage for that. So it's just a case of trying to get up onto the blade tower. So when if I can do that, then I'll do an episode on Rise of the Blood Lobster and show how to get all the stuffed lobsters as early as possible, like whether you need to get them on foot or in a scale. I'm hoping that last one isn't. If I get 98 of them, and then the last one is just you need the flight module, that sort of irritates me a little bit. But yeah, if I manage to get up on top of the blade tower, then there'll probably be a Rise of the Blood Lobster episode. And I also want to get up on the final frigate in Cauldros. Like in the mining frigates episode, there was one that I just couldn't get to. I think I found a way to get up there, but I need to get some firing range up augments for my Skell. So I've sort of experimented a little bit with firing range up, and maybe I'll do another video on just sort of the technicality of that as well, like which enemies you can hit with firing range up and which ones you can't, because I know there's one turret in, I think it's, what's his name? Begins with a Z, it's like a weird name. But you can only hit him from the ground on foot with firing range up. So yeah, there's some interesting things you can do with firing range up that you won't be able to do otherwise. So yeah, I kind of want to do a video on some of the technicalities of that. That'll be quite a short one, I'm sure, though. And once I do that, I might just do a general video on the Sky High glitch and like technicalities of that as well. Like there is one technique you can use, sort of use the Sky High glitch without going into overdrive, and I kind of want to do a video on that, but I can't really think of any practical uses for that at the moment. But yeah, that's all my plans for now. Well, there's one more, but I'm going to save that as a little secret, just in case it's not possible. But I want to at least try it out first. But yeah, aside from that, that's all I have planned for Xenoblade Chronicles X, and that will probably be the end of it, and hopefully I'll be able to finish sometime in December, so I can move on to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but no, I probably won't play that on this channel unless... But well, I noticed that it returns to the original Xenoblade formula. There's probably not going to be an awful lot for me to do in that game in terms of making like interesting videos of getting to places you're not supposed to. Yeah, maybe there will be, but I'm not sure. At this moment in time, if it doesn't feel like it's a sequel, it doesn't feel like they brought the exploration from X, but they brought it from the original game. So it's a little bit more limited. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I might do some Xenoblade Chronicles 2 videos, but at this point in time, I'm not too sure. I'll just stick with the Xenoblade Chronicles X stuff. And yeah, hopefully that'll be finished in December sometime, and then I'll be free. I'll finally have done everything. But I do kind of want to let's play the game at some point. Maybe even do a challenge run, like Splatoon 2's bombs only. You know, maybe I'll do an earliest possible run or something, so that I grab everything as soon as it's available, even if it means getting to a place I'm not supposed to. And maybe that'll be a good thing. Trying to get all the segments on Frontier Nav clear as early as possible, I suppose. That's what I should say there. So yeah, let me summarise my schedule for the upcoming weeks. So starting Splatoon 2, Hero Mode Bombs Only next week, and that'll probably be like 11, 12 episodes, so it'll only go for 3 or 4 weeks. No, 4 weeks. 4 or 5? I don't know. Math! What is maths? And yeah, on some Sundays I'll do some Xenoblade Chronicles X videos. Probably Unicorn Rock next weekend, and then followed up by Divine Roost, Noctilucent Sphere, maybe Floating Reef somewhere along the line once I pull it off. And there'll be a Splatoon 2 highlight reel on October the 22nd, if I finish that in time. And then my next proper playthrough will be November 17th. So, anyway, I clap my hands again. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's some kind of weird habit going on. I don't have control of my hands, so I just have to clap. I need idle hands or something like that. But yes, that's it for now. That's my upcoming schedule. Now you know what's going on. So, I will see you in a future video. Bye for now.